Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse, and guys, we are back in again with another Marvel Legends unboxing, and today we're going to be unboxing the Spider-Man retro card Marvel's Sandman. Guys, I am super excited to have this figure. This one was one of the ones I was looking for, a part of the Spark Your Collection display. These, of course, are the re-released Spider-Man retro figures. This one's cool. Like I said, standard retro card box. He comes with some cool things, though, this Sandman. And I'm just so glad that Hasbro or Walmart, whoever decided to do a re-release of the retro card Spider-Man figures, because they go for a pretty penny on eBay, on the aftermarket. I mean, through scalpers and everything. I mean, how scalpers are trying to scalp right now because they're re-releasing, the Sandman and, J. Jonah Jameson, Rhino. It's ridiculous. Those people really ruin the collecting, hobby when people like to scalp. And it's really, really sad that, people want to be like that. When people actually have an enjoyment buying these figures, putting them up because it's, of nostalgia purpose or just because they look really, really cool. But like I said, here's the front of the box. Very standard for your retro card, Marvel Legend. It says Marvel Sandman, a cool picture of Sandman right there. This is cool because with these little sand pieces, I guess they go on the forearm, and then you would put either this kind of spiky ball of sand right there, so it looks like his arm is sand, and he has the spiky. I'm just gonna call it the spiky sand ball because I really don't even know what to call it. I guess a mallet type deal. And then it looks like he has a sand fist, but it looks like a sand fist with brass knuckles. I don't know, but yeah, this is cool. I really do like how he looks like he got his head almost shot, and you see the sand, where someone shot him. I like that. I like that. It's very cool that it looks like someone smacked him in the head or shot him in the head, and there's sand right there, and it looks like he's trying to kind of grow back his head. I'm not going to use this, though. It is cool. Maybe for some figure art photos, figure photography, maybe I'll use that for one of the pictures. I might take a couple of pictures of the Sandman, the Rhino, the J. Jonah Jameson. I might take a couple, but as of right now, I don't know if I'm going to be using that unless I'm taking pictures with it. I'm just going to have the standard Flint Marco head on. But this looks cool. I like the way it looks. The paint apps look really great on this figure. No complaints. Mind you, these are older figures. Hasbro or Walmart just decided to re-release them. But I think they look great, and it gives people an opportunity to get these figures without going through, eBay and paying those scalper prices. But here's the front of the box. Here's the back of the box. It says Spider-Man, of course, right there. Marvel's Sandman. It gives you some insight on the interchangeable heads. It tells you kind of how they put on the hand accessories or the weapon accessories. And there's a cool picture of, like I said, Flint Marco right there. I like that picture. It's really. I might do this, honestly, this spiky sand, ball, and have him just use his normal fist in the other hand, honestly, and keep this head sculpt on. I don't think I'm going to be using this sand head sculpt on, but we'll see what it looks like once we open it up. But without further ado, let's get into this unboxing. Alright guys, let's pull them out. Like I said, I did another cut, and if you guys want to know how to cut these retro boxes open without ruining the retro card, all you gotta do is cut this corner, and then you just flip it up like so, as you can see, and then you just pull out the figure. Let's move that out of the way, and let's just pull out the figure like so. See? And it looks like you never even opened it. Like I said, very, very nice. I'm getting really good at opening up these retro cards. I'm very happy. I'm very proud how good I'm getting at doing it. But like I said, here is the figure itself. It looks incredible. No complaints, no notes. I do like that green, very classic Flint Marco. I like the dark kind of green right there, the light green. It looks great. The closest I've come to something like this, because I've never had a Sandman figure, unless I'm talking Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3. I think the older figure kind of had a shirt like this. Maybe not this right color palette, but I do remember that was the closest I ever got to a Sandman figure. But this looks incredible. They finally have a lot of these retro figures. Mind you, it was very slim pickings for me with my retro Spider-Man shelf, but the fact that they're re-releasing these, and I hope they re-release more, like, you know, Hobgoblin and some of the other ones. Green Goblin, preferably the one from the 2-pack with MJ and Doc. If they released Doc Ock and Hobgoblin and Mysterio, I would be a very happy person, especially Doc Ock and also Mysterio. I think those are the ones I would get the most, mainly Doc Ock, but yeah, this looks incredible. Just feeling these accessory pieces, it feels, the texture feels like sand. Like it has like it feels of course like rubber, of course, but it just has grains on this, and it makes it feel how you would think, you know what I mean, with like how you think sand would feel like if it was in like plastic form with the texture. I like the way this feels. It looks really, really cool. This other kind of, what is it? This other fist accessory. I do like this. This is cool. I don't think I'll use it, even though it is cool. He's kind of making like sand brass knuckles. But I don't know if I'll use this. I just feel like it's very iconic for Sandman. Anytime we see Sandman, he makes something like this. Or a fist. So they got it accurate in terms of what Sandman would make as a weapon. This is accurate. Very, very accurate. And of course, this is, again, I think these both go on each side. If not, maybe they both go on one arm. I'm not quite too sure. I think it depends. I think the smaller one, this smaller one, I believe, is for this. And the bigger one, I believe, is for this. I could be wrong. From what I'm seeing here on the back, though, it looks like the smaller one does belong to this. So I'm going to take it. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But let's just get out the figure itself. We can get out the other head accessory because I do want to try that other head accessory if I can get them out. I swear they never make it easy. Oh, man. Okay. Come on. There we go. There we go. I got it now. Wow. They really didn't make that easy for me. All right, sick. Let's get this out because we're going to be using this as well. And then, I don't know, let's bring this out. I'm not sure what this does, but we'll just kind of put that up top in the meantime. But let's just talk about the figure real quick. Okay, so he feels great. The plastic feels good. It doesn't feel too cheap. I think it feels pretty good. Mind you, this is an older Marvel Legends. They just re-released it. Again, no butterfly joints right off the bat. He has an ab crunch. But he can't bend too far forward. It's nothing major. The ab crunch there, he is bent back. Nothing too crazy. You're probably not going to get the best articulation on these older Marvel Legends. He does have like an arm cut for the arms. Other than that, he doesn't have. Does he have double joint? Yeah, he does have double jointed elbows, that's nice from what I can kind of tell here. Right there, you have the double jointed because you can see, yeah, right there, double jointed elbows. That's nice. He does have the thigh cut. That's nice. He does have double jointed knees, so that's good. Okay, standard thigh cut, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. So he does not have the ball joint to kind of do the ankle swivel and stuff. So he doesn't have the ball joint right there. Okay, what else does he have? Yeah, so no ball joint, no calf cut, nothing major. Double jointed knees, thigh cut, and he double jointed elbows. Nothing major, but like I said, I don't really care. Like I said, previous unboxings, I'm not a huge fan of articulation. I just care about the paint apps, and I just care if he can get in like maybe one or two good poses because he's just gonna go up on the shelf. I'm not gonna do any like stop motion. I'm not gonna be doing any really any. Was it figure photography, even though I'm trying to get into more figure photography, but even then, I don't need them to do incredible poses, to be honest, especially for a Sandman figure. But he looks great. The paint apps look really, really good, especially on the green. No bleedage. I do like how they added the wrinkles in the t-shirt. That's actually nice to me. Because it gives him some like depth, it gives him some definition to kind of showcase his muscles with like the wrinkles in the shirt. I do like that a lot. Look, he looks good. A great head sculpt, especially for an older head sculpt. Of course, he has the waves in his hair, very accurate to Sandman. And also Norman Osborn. They always got the waves. That's for damn sure. Yeah, he looks great. Honestly, no notes, no complaints. I think he looks good, especially for an older figure. Kind of have him stand there right now. I said, I like this head sculpt way more than this one, but let's just kind of get it out of the way. Let's take this head sculpt off. Let's put this head sculpt on. If I can get it on. That's what I was saying with I can't really stand the ball pegs. I'm not a huge fan of them for action figures, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like they're harder to get on. They just get harder and harder. I think, is this on? I think it's on. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it like that. It looks shit, if I'm being honest. I don't like it. It looks like someone literally took a shotgun to Bro's dome. Like that, I kid you not. Like, look. I mean, if you like it, cool, but yeah, that's a no-go for me. We're not doing that head sculpt. It just looks ched. If I'm being honest, it does not look good. And it was hard. You didn't even get the snap. When I put this head sculpt on, it didn't even snap on like this one did. Yeah, this is cut. I'm not using that. That's done. But this one's cool. I like this one a lot. Standard. And like I said, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to figure out how the hell I put this on. I think this just comes off like so. I think this goes on his left. Does this come off? I don't want to break this figure. I'll be pissed. Okay, so I don't see how that would pop off. So I would assume no. It must just go like this, because this doesn't come off. I thought this part, his kind of forearm came off, but it doesn't. So I would assume it just kind of goes on like this. Like so. And then you would put this on. I would assume, if that's even accurate. Did I put this on right? I think I did. Well, is this... No, I don't think... Is this supposed to go in that way? I don't know. I would assume it goes in this way. And then this just pops in. Okay, yeah. I think I did it. All right. I think that's how it goes. I think. It wasn't very... The instructions weren't very instruction-y. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it goes on like that. I think. Let's try taking it off and see if that's even accurate. Could I flip it the other way? Even though I don't think flipping it the other way is the right way to go. Or maybe that is how it goes. I feel like that looks a little bit more flush, I think. And then you would just pop that in. Even though I don't think that's how it goes. Yeah, that must not be how it goes, because... Then again, I don't know. Like I said, they weren't very specific on how this went. I just don't think that goes like that, though. All right, let's take that off. Let's flip it again. Kind of put this on like so. Okay, yeah, I think that's how it goes. Because it fits flush with this piece of sand to the ball. I think that's how it goes on. And it looks cool. I think, honestly, how I'll have him is kind of like this. Maybe head sideways. Maybe with, like, a lean. Getting ready to, like, fight Spider-Man. I feel like there's always a lean to give, like, a good Marvel Legends pose. I can't find any other way to, like, make him look like he's in action without just leaning forward. I might just kind of have him like this. Maybe, like, look like he was about to, like, punch Spider-Man, maybe. Yeah, kind of like that. I kind of like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to stay up, though. But kind of have him like that. Maybe in, like, a run position if he wants to stay, which I don't think he wants to. So let me try to, like... I don't think he's going to want to stay up. No. He might... The challenges of trying to pose a Marvel Legends, right, guys? I love them, but they're sometimes hard to pose. I'm not gonna lie. Takes experience. That looks good to me. I think that looks pretty good. He might not be doing a super huge lean, but he's doing enough where it doesn't look too half bad. Or he was standing a minute ago. You know what, let's try to just... And I will say he does have pins in the legs. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit gummy because of the pins in the leg. So he does have a little bit of like bend to the leg. It's because of the pins. So that might be an issue a little bit of this getting him to stand. So that's why you just bear with me while I try to actually make this work. Because I'm not going to lie, this is the one time where it's like, it doesn't happen all the time with pins in the legs, but every now and then you'll find one figure that's super gummy because the pins are in the legs. I will say that. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does tend to happen. I'm not going to lie, it's this that's making it uneven. I feel like you're making him not want to stand. Okay, that might be... okay, that's how I'm going to have him. He was a bitch to stand. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably mess with him a lot more whenever I get a chance to, like, actually get him home, get him up on my shelf. I'll probably see what other poses I can kind of get him in. But I don't think that looks bad. Honestly, this pose, if I actually have him just like this, I don't think it looks too half bad, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think he looks good. I'm very satisfied with this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I am keeping this head sculpt on. This one, like I said, is cooked. I don't like this one at all. I think he looks stupid. So we're not using that. I don't think we are going to be using... and it drops. Okay, give me a minute, guys, while I grab that. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be using this. I really don't think so. It looks like sand brass knuckles. I'm not going to be using that. I just feel like this looks the best, personally. I think I did this right, though, like I said, using this accessory, because on the back of the box, it doesn't look like it's this one. As you can see here, if you see that right there, it doesn't really look like this one, so I assume it's not that one. I'm probably going to watch an unboxing, though, and make sure I actually got it right, or if maybe let me know, guys, did I get this right? It looks like I did, though, personally. I think I got it right, but... Let me know. Maybe you have this figure and you know which one you can use, but I believe this one goes for this one. Let me see. I probably should just do this, to be honest. Does that go on right? Yeah, I think this would go on kind of like that. Yeah, that looks right for this one. I think that looks pretty good. So I take it that's for that one, but like I said, I'm not going to be using it, so I like this one a lot more. It just looks more comic accurate, and it looks like something he would do. So we're going to keep that. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, what you guys thought about this unboxing, what you guys think about the retro card Spider-Man, Sandman, Marvel Legends. Do you like this figure? Do you not like this figure? Maybe you guys are on the hunt for this figure, or maybe you guys already have this figure. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, and let me know, like, did you guys have issues kind of standing it up because of the pins in the legs? Did you have that kind of gummy bending? You see that, right? You guys see that? Like, very gummy, I'm not gonna lie. I love him still, though. It's not bothering me too much. It's nothing that's like, it's not super gummy, but you could totally tell, though, like, it's like very bendy where the pegs are. But I'm okay with it, though. It's not a make or break for me, because I don't really care about if there's pegs in the legs. If it has butterfly joints and all that, like, a figure's a figure. It's going to be up on the shelf, and it's going to make me happy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't complain too much when it comes to action figures, because I think all I care about is the paint apps, and I care if he can stand up, which this one can. I actually it's easier for me to stand him up now than it was before. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, what you guys think about this figure. Yet again, guys, if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put those notifications, like this video. It helps me out tremendously. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We're making good headway. If you guys are interested, I do have a Rhino Marvel Legends unboxing for the retro card Rhino up on the channel right now. That would have happened yesterday, while this figure is up today. So, and also the J. Jonah Jameson retro card Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure is up. A retro wave Spider-Man J. Jonah Jameson figure is up. It's always weird, because if I say Spider-Man last, or Spider-Man, that's why I have to say Spider-Man retro card, Marvel Legends, and then the figure it is, instead of Spider-Man last, because people will think it's a Spider-Man retro. It's a Spider-Man figure unboxing. But yeah, guys, I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.